方式定制。几千年来，弗雷斯特家族一直效忠于史塔克家族。他们在狼林最黑暗的河湾地里收藏着有什么铁树。现在北境已被战争和企图夺走弗雷斯特家族铁树的敌对家族搞得四分五裂，而弗雷斯特家族的命运悬而未决。这个游戏呢？是这个简体汉化版的，所以有些字显示不出来，很好笑。哦嘿，嘿，哦嘿，哦嘿。
The great Jamie Lannister, Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, brought to his knees by the men of the North.
And set free by the women. You'd think he'd done it himself the way he tells it. Lord Forrester's sword won't clean itself, you know.
哇，这个充满鲜血的剑啊！这里之前都已经玩过了，捡起。
Make sure it's spotless this time. Lord Forrester won't be happy with blood and brain.
嘿，擦肩。
Now that is a proper sword.
I'll have one like it myself someday.
You will never have a sword like that. I say that as a friend. And if we're being honest,
I will. You'll see.
Of course, your lordship. After you take your rightful place on the Iron Throne.
I had a hand in it, you know.
A hand in what?
Capturing him.
He was nowhere near the Kingslayer at the Whispering Wood. He was so drunk he barely made it out of his tent. Next he'll tell us he caught Tyrion too. Norn never lets the truth stand in the way of a good story.
You captured the Kingslayer?
Aye. Well, I had a hand in it.
Aye. And round his ankle as 10 others took him down.
See? What did I tell you?
Brought him to his knees.
Lord Forrester.
Not before he dragged you halfway across the battlefield on your face.
You're questioning Norrin's honor.
I'm questioning Norrin's story. It grows more far-fetched every time he tells it.
Get your liege lord some wine. Go on. It's your job.
Right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Garrett. I'll do it. Norrin's family has faithfully served House Forrester for centuries. His honor is beyond reproach, and House Tully is forever in his debt. They've never seen a field ploughed so well as the day the Kingslayer dragged poor Norrin across the battlefield. Fetch your cup. Tonight we celebrate.
Okay, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate together.
To Robb Stark, the King in the North!
The King
in the North!
The King of the North!
We march on Casterly Rock, and House Forrester has been given the greatest honor to lead the Young Wolf's army and ride as the vanguard!
The gods have favored us. Onward to Casterly Rock!
Death to the Lannisters!
Aye!
The North remembers!
The North remembers! Aye!
Got it.
Yes, my lord?
Yes, my
I
lord.
need you to keep an eye out for Roderick. As his father, I could not be more proud of the man he's become. On a night like this, men find false courage at the bottom of their cups. I'd rather he were here.
Yes, my lord.
There's also the question of what's to be done with you. It's been on my mind for a while now. Something must be done.
Huh?
You've served House Forrester well for several years now, but I can't expect you to squire forever. How shall I reward your loyalty? What can I offer you?
我想去战
Let
斗
me。fight for you, my lord.
You've more than proven your ability on the battlefield. No man would question that. There were those who had their doubts when your uncle put forth your name as my squire. But you've erased those doubts entirely. It would be an honor to see you riding by Roderick's side in the vanguard tomorrow. Not as a squire, but as the equal of any man who serves House Forrester. It's well deserved, Garrett.
我期待
Your
已久
hard。work has paid off.
Begging your pardon, my lord, but it's long overdue.
Arrogance doesn't become you, Garrett. Perhaps I misjudge your readiness for this honor. Now go and find Roderick if you can.
I will, my lord.
I will, my
Thank
lord.
you.
啊，加点吉他棒的 Lannisters， 所以我们加点吉他棒是 Lannisters。
Squire,
Oh，
fetch us more wine.
Can you give me a hand?
I will give you
Come on,
Jamie
make it up
Lannister's
to you.
hand. OK，
Fine,
但你
but
欠
you
我
owe
一个
me.
人情
Oh, you? I've been a squire longer than you have. I outrank you.
来，要去倒酒了，要去倒酒
Much
了。
more wine. Scrub my armor, clean my boots. Just my luck to end up with Norin while you serve the Lord. Let him fetch his own wine for once. He's a drunk, a liar, and an arrogant prick.
赶紧干活啊
It's！your job to do the work and stop complaining.
You try squiring for Norin and see how much you like it. See, that's where you're lucky. Low expectations.
I'm up all night to
If I'd
get
grown up
lucky.
covered in pig shit, shovel and slop, well, maybe I'd think saddling his horse was the greatest honor in the Seven Kingdoms. I suppose this beats pig farming.
你喜欢吃
But
ox 加吗
not by much.
Who doesn't love bacon?
？ox 加
Ah, pig farmers.
ox 加 farmers。
All I'm saying is, at this rate, we'll never be more than this, which is nothing. The lowest of the low. For all I know, we could be squires for life.
不会当一辈子的乳蛇
All
啊！
wine around a fucking wedding.
这种时候就要说你
For
抱
at
怨
least
够
a
了吧
fucking？time.
我们就
I'm sick of listening to your whine. With that attitude, you'll never be more than this.
Easy for you
别
to
抱
say.
怨啊！
Maybe if my uncle were Castellan, I'd feel different.
Who my uncle is has nothing to do with it. How much further?
How much
That's
further？
right over there.
真的在抱怨呢，就从头到尾一直在抱怨，然后连那个酒很远在哪里都要抱怨，真是玩得起。
Take your time.
You lot have drunk your share. Good thing Lord Walder's in a generous mood.
Oh,
Fucking phrase.
fucking phrase,
Nice night for a wedding.
fucking phrase，所以这个就是红色婚礼的外面的状况
Not often he finds a willing husband for one of his daughters.
啊，怪怪的哦。
Don't expect me to carry it for you, Sir Garrett. What? What's wrong?
发现不太对劲。这故事其实就是从这一段开始的啦，
What's
它
gotten
它
into
是
you?
外
You're
传。
acting rather odd.
我们得回去了，我们得快走啊
Now.
They're fine. They can wait.
No, you don't understand.
！We have to
You need to
go.
go.
And take the fucking flagon already.
We have to go.
What's wrong with him? Something the matter?
Bowen, we have to go.
We have to
Go if you're in
go.
such a rush.
我们该跑了。
To warn the others.
Good luck.
It wasn't me. 哦，不是我的错。哎！哇，开始要做一些他叫我们做的事情了。哇！ Roderick!
Gift from the king.
Oh, 好多血的声音。Ready, boys！ 他们要被处死了。
Shoot that one.
之前这里常死。 放开我！放开我！马来了！干我的事！干我的事！干我的事 ！Roderick！ 哎呦呀！哎呦呀！哦
Good fucking riddance.
不干我的事，不是我造成。不是我的错。哎呦呀！好痛！哦，好痛啊！哎呦呀！
Garrett, did you find Roderick?
哎呦，对。
Speak up, Garrett.
佛雷家族的杀他。
The phrase. They slaughtered him, my lord.
Shit.
Where's my squire? You didn't leave him, did you? What happened to him?
我不得不丢下他。
I had to leave him. I had no other choice.
Find a weapon, quickly!
哎呦呀！哎呦呀！哦，感谢谢你救了我一命，我等一下应该会害你死掉哦。果然啊
Walter Frey, you fucking traitor!
Go, my lord, while there's still time.
只要救我都不会有好事。
Seven hells.
你受伤了
You're。wounded, my lord.
I've suffered worse.
Walter Frey says time's over.
哦，喷血了，喷的比刚刚严重了。
Guard this with your life. Return it to Ironrath, where it belongs. There's no time to waste.
好，抓住巨剑。
I'll be damned if I let it fall into the hands of those traitors. You have to go.
我不会丢下您的。
I won't leave you, my
You
lord.
can, and you will.
My lord,
By the gods, you will obey me.
My lord，
Tell your uncle. Tell him
北京
North Grove must never be
不能
lost.
失手啊！
Tell no one but him. Do you understand? You must swear. Tell only your uncle Duncan.
好，
I swear that I will, my lord.
It's those
会告诉他。
On your honor, you must do this for your house. Go!
Kill those fucking foresters.
哦，又是为了救我。哦，哎呦呀！阿田，阿田。 龙的西郎，西进这郎，西进这郎，西郎，西进这郎，西进这郎，西进这郎。 个《权力游戏》第1章冰之刚。好了，我们来到了佛雷斯特领地魔王大岛，一个关于告密者的故事。奥克加，奥克加。哦，可以开始游戏了。哦，这左右可以移动我的身体，然后右边的这个可以去做一个环境上的物移动。啊，血 ，blood， fresh， 从来永远都是新鲜的。只要在一个现场发现血渍，那永远都会是新鲜的。死猪，奥克加。难道这些猪肉也是为了我而死？难过 JPG。每次我在那边看到左边这边有一把剑，就不太清楚到底那个是什么意思。是可以去拿吗？那边有剑吗？应该没有，这应该有个跑步剑才对。有 R2 是让我可以跑快。马车。观察一下。啊
That's father's car.
是父亲的马车。
Lord Bolton better give us fucking titles for
如
this.
果游戏声音跟我的麦克风声音
May be coming,
有点
but at least still have his
听不
bacon.
清楚或什么的，记得在留言区跟我讲哦。那刚刚有人问说，为什么这游戏是简体？是因为这个中文版就只有简体的，要不然就是只能玩英文版的。那我觉得英文版可能有些观众会不要欺负我下，英文版可能没有办法让大家可以马上知道在干嘛，所以呢，我们就还是看简体的吧。这也是我们仅有
Move
的。
along, boy. There's nothing for you here.
嘿，我要吃 bacon 啊！
Father.
I said move on. Unless you want to get fed to the fucking pigs.
去父亲呢？
I recognize you. You're a Forester squire. Former Stark bannermen have no claim on land anymore. Or haven't you heard? The Starks are dead. Where'd you get that sword? Not a chance that sword is his. Must have stolen it. Out here by himself.
为了拿
Probably
这
a
把剑，我
deserter.
杀了一个人。
I killed a man for it.
Did you? Now why don't I believe you?
哎呀，有点重。
That sword's too big for you, boy. You can barely pick it up.
Get off my land.
This is
Swile,
Bolton
swile.
land now, boy. Lord Bolton is the new Warden of the North. I reckon he like a proper lordly sword like that.
突然要按键的，真是吓死人了。哦，爸爸，父亲，
I'll have that sword,
嘿
boy.
要看着你的敌人啊！我去你的
Fuck you.
！Fuck you！ Fuck you！ 啊！
All right. Finish this fucking pig
结
farmer.
果剑还
Pathetic.
应该是要打吧？哦，我还是有别的武器啊！哦，要拿一个，
You really are a pig farmer.
拿这个，拿斧头，嘿！原来会喷这么多血啊！嘿！嘿嘿嘿！哎哦，快如闪电啊！这 这剑是我的，我已经说过了。啊！我的脚！我的大腿！我！就跟你说，这是我的剑。
Please, I beg of you.
要不要饶
I
命？
have a family. They'll never survive without me. I have no quarrel with you. I was only following orders.
谁没有家庭啊？我靠！我也有家庭啊！我的家庭就在我后面。
That much I promise.
这样你就不敢来惹我。对，不能人不能太好啊，不能当个好人。哼，帅气。
Father?
啊，父亲。
Garrett, you survived. Your sister. Oh, she hid. I tried to stop them.
没关系。哦，父亲。No。No.
I'll kill the men who did this.
我要 man 起来了。这要失去才能够成长。铁臂堡，弗雷斯特家族的要塞。啊，大腿上还有伤啊。
It's Garrett.
It's me.
Get the Castellan. Tell him his nephew survived.
It's me, Mario.
Garrett!
快来救我啊！
I was too late. They were already dead.
Bring the Maester. Meet us in the Great Hall. Quickly!
Two Whitehill soldiers?
And a Bolton. They killed my family. And for what?
Family.
My sister, she was only 8 years old.
This never would have happened with the Starks in power. It's unimaginable. Unacceptable. You have my condolences.
Thank you, Maester.
The blade cut deep, but I should be able to save your leg. Your justice was swift. Some will call it vengeance. No doubt the Whitehills will claim it was murder. It was your family. I can't say I would have done any different than you. But the Whitehills won't see it that way.
They attacked me. I had no choice but to defend myself.
Of course. And we can't let the Whitehills just walk all over us.
没错。
These maggots ought to help prevent infection. Hold the wound open for me, would you?
啊，还要撑开伤口，天哪！好痛啊！啊，他把蛆放进去哦。
These are dark days, I fear. To lose the lord of the house and the eldest son through such a despicable act
为什么
of
蛆
treachery and
放进去
betrayal.
可以防止感染？这是
Greater houses than ours have fallen in times such as this. The late Lord Forrester was a good man. And poor Roderick. A serious man, but he would have made a good lord.
Our house will never fall.
By the gods, let's hope you're right. The future of this house is in Lord Ethan's hands now, although he is young and altogether unprepared to lead. Right. This might hurt a bit. Hold this for me, will you?
哇，会痛又要我 hold 啊！
I understand from your uncle that Lord Forrester
哦，原来
saved
是
your
这样
life.
子啊！
He did.
专业专业。
Rather odd, though, that he chose to save you, his squire, and not his son Roderick. Not that Roderick couldn't handle himself. He was as good with a sword as any man I've seen.
我收到一个讯
Unfortunate the
息，
Citadel doesn't train maesters in the art of warcraft.
He gave me a message to deliver.
A message? About what? What did he tell you?
是给我的舅舅的。
Get my uncle. I was told only to tell him.
Your uncle? I see. Must be rather important then. Lady Forrester will be here any moment now. I'd like you to walk for me first, to see if you can put any weight on that leg.
哦，跑得真快啊！
Go on. Don't stop now. It's better to let the blood circulate.
对，我刚刚也是在想这个问题，想说，所以他只吃腐坏的吗？大人的椅子，大人，我是个大人，我可以坐这张椅子。哎，没有错。窗口。
The Ironwood Grove.
Ironwood Grove。结果游戏也没有让我看树，只让我看他的脸。哦，现在健步如飞啊！还有什么可以看？哦，挂毯。通常以前那种挂毯都会叙说着一些家族故事啊。弗雷斯特大人。
Lord Forrester. It was an honor to squire for him.
为了我，
Gregor the Good.
为了我而死亡。Roderick.
He was our best warrior by far.
白发，但是也是为了我，我叫了他一声，结果他回头，结果就被刺死了。
Ryan. Never easy being the fourth born son.
对着一个壁画、一个挂毯在讲话，也是蛮厉害的。
Lady Forrester. She's always been kind to me. Treated me like I was a Forrester myself. Mirror. Still in King's Landing, I suppose. Although, I wonder if they'll bring her home. Asher. Exiled to Essos, unfortunately.
哎，我在对着壁画自言自语啊，挂毯。
You seem to be favoring it. Always sad to see a warrior lose a leg.
I'm fine, Maestro Tengrin. Look, I'll show you.
触摸。
Rather cute little creatures, aren't they?
I guess.
还有什么？捡起。等一下可以用到。捡起。
This might help.
哎，偷走，直接这样光明正大的拿。哦，所以这边是，哦，原来是这样，这边可以换一下你想要拿的道具。超多的耶，好恶哦。好，我来谈话。
Did your leg feel weak?
No.
I feel
I
good.
just wanted to ask you.
为什么怀特希尔家族憎恨我们呢？
Why do the White Hills hate the Forresters?
I think it's safe to say the feeling is mutual. There's been enmity between the two houses for as long as anyone can remember. I don't doubt someone killed someone, which led to more killings of someones, and then, well, here we are.
哇啦，当然，那谁是新的大人呢？
Who is the new Lord of House Forrester?
Why, Ethan, of course. At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve whichever noble house I was assigned. Advising the late Lord Forrester was an honor. Advising Ethan, his third-born son, is challenging. There's still so much he has to learn, yet the very fate and future of this house rests in his hands. Which is rather frightening when you think about it.
真的，我可以离开了吗？
Can I go now?
I believe your leg will be fine. Only time will
谁
tell.
来
But...
了？
Lady Forrester.
May。
Welcome home, Garrett. We're all relieved to know you survived.
Thank you, my lady.
My lady。
Talia asked to see you.
Garrett, I heard what happened.
你喜欢我吗？
Is it true? Your family...
弯腰。
I'm so sorry.
Me too.
Off to bed now. Hurry on. Garrett was just telling me how valiantly Lord Forrester fought to the end, even when all was lost. I'm sure Lady Forrester would like to know.
他是一名英雄。
Whatever you can recall.
He was a hero, my lady. The bravest man on the battlefield by far.
Yet he was unable to save his own son.
没办法。
You were with Roderick, no? I'm sure it was chaos and confusion, but if you can remember anything,
他
I'm
英雄
sure
战斗。
Lady Forrester would like to know.
He fought valiantly, my lady.
Of course he did. He was House Forrester's best.
说你不要再灌我迷汤了。
This has been so incredibly difficult for us, especially the children. But I was told you were the last to see my husband alive.
Yes, my lady.
I know it may be difficult to remember, but if I may ask, was there anything he said?
Any last words before he passed? If you can
Tiny.
remember.
He said he loved you.
That's very kind of you to say.
蓝色。
You have the Forrester's sword.
Yes.
Ethan should have it, now that he is Lord.
Lord
Good
Forrester
iron.
asked me to return it to the house.
Yeah.
Said this is where it belongs. With his
最后还
family.
是剑还是可以交给他。
Thank you, Garrett.
Of course, my lady.
It demands a response.
哦
It's too dangerous,
神奇七
especially now.
Now is the time to prove our strength
I'll be sure it's given to Ethan.
against aggression. Duncan, this was our land. They were our people. Your
这
family.
是舅舅吗？
I share your outrage, Sir Royland. I do. But now is not the time to provoke the Whitehills. Not with Ramsay Snow coming to see us bend the knee.
The hell with Ramsay Snow, the bastard.
Ramsey。
Garrett, you understand what this means. You killed a Bolton, and Ramsay Snow will want his retribution.
Ramsey。
We're the ones that should be demanding retribution. This happened on
他们
Forrester
攻击我
land.
哎。
They attacked me!
And they'll say they were keeping the peace in the name of House Bolton. It's an argument you cannot win.
Damn it。
We have to be smart. Ramsay Snow will be here within the week.
And what would you have us do? Nothing.
I would have us use our heads while they're still attached to our shoulders.
Garrett has lost as much as anyone else within these walls. Maybe you can talk some sense into your uncle.
Garrett's suffered enough already. You ask too much of the boy.
He deserves to be heard. It was his family they killed. So what's to be done?
Ultimately, it will be for Lord Ethan to decide.
He's just a boy who can barely hold a sword. He knows nothing of how to lead men.
He is the lord of this house, and he needs our help. It's bad enough the Boltons would have us bend the knee and swear fealty. But now, this. I'll accuse you of murder, and us of protecting you.
The boy was just defending himself.
I'm not faulting him for what he did.
I'd have done the same,
什么都没有做错啊。
as any man would.
I've done nothing wrong!
Not in their eyes. It's just the excuse Ramsay Snow would need to put us to the torch and kill us all.
I'd like to see them try.
I'm afraid it's a risk we cannot take, which is why you cannot stay.
Cannot stay? Duncan, the boy has suffered enough. Where would you have the boy go?
The one place that's safe, beyond the reach of the Boltons.
You're sending him to the wall. The boy's done nothing wrong.
Not in the eyes of the Boltons.
他要把我送到北
I'm
边。
afraid it's the only solution.
这里是我的
Especially
家。
now, when the house is so vulnerable.
Uncle, my place is here. Who would defend the house? You said we need men who can fight.
There'd be nothing we could do to protect you. To stay would bring destruction upon us all. I know that's not what you want. I know it's difficult to understand. But you must think of the house.
好吧，
I'll do what's asked of me.
I know it doesn't seem fair, but it is what's best.
我是个听话的小孩，我已经不是大人了，我手上没有剑。
That settles it then.
You can have my horse, and I'll see you have plenty of food. But we haven't much time. The Whitehills will come looking for you.
好吧。
Were it up to me, I'd gladly drive a sword through Lord Whitehill's heart if given a chance. I would, and God's willing someday I will. But for now, I have House Forrester to consider first. I know you want to stay, but Lord Forrester would be proud that you're putting the interests of the house ahead of your own. Many of Lord Forrester's best men have volunteered for the war. His own great-uncle was a ranger with the Night's Watch.
我将全力以赴。
I'll do what's best.
I'll do what's best.
Which often isn't what's easiest, but necessary nonetheless.
没错。
I've been waiting for the right moment to tell you.
哦，可以讲了。
What?
我有一个重要
What is
的
it?
消息。
It's important. Lord Forrester asked me to give you a message. He said, the North Grove can never be lost.
Yes.
Sorry, you caught me by surprise. It's not often discussed, if ever.
他说只能告诉你一个。
He said, tell only you.
For good reason. Most don't even know it exists. They think it's just a myth made up by wildlings and fools, and it's better kept that way. I assume you kept your word. You haven't told anyone else, have you?
No.
This is important, Garrett.
我没有告诉
Of course
其
not.
他人。
I told no one.
Well done. Lord Forrester was right to put his trust in you. From this day forward, this will be our secret.
害羞。
But soon, I may need your help. But I can't say anything more just yet. Just know the North Grove may very well be vital to the future of this house. But don't breathe a word of it to anyone at the wall. Become a ranger if you can. It will help.
好吧。至少我会，我可以守口如瓶啊。
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Iron from ice.
Iron from
Remember,
ice.
you represent House Forrester. Your actions at the wall will reflect the honor and dignity of the house.
我会坚
I'll
强。
be strong.
I know you will.
I'll be strong. Hell yeah. Like a boss. 剑被拔走了，但是我现在骑马，所以我是个大人。
Wait!
嘿。啊，信物获得。
Be safe.
好的，为了你，我永远走在最前面。帅。
Ethan?
Ethan!
伊桑·弗雷斯特 ，Ethan。
I couldn't find him. Could you?
就是新的这边的领主嘛，
He hides too well. And if he were smart, he would reveal himself.
这个吗？
I don't like this game anymore.
很屁孩。
Maybe something happened to him.
Ethan's fine. He's just forgotten this is a
我赢了。
game.
I win!
Congratulations, your lordship.
嘿嘿。
Don't worry. It's just a game, Ryan.
Stupid game. I don't like it.
He was worried you were gone.
I thought we'd never find you again.
这么认真。
I'm right here. And I promise, I'm not going anywhere.
I wish Mira was here. And Asher. And Roderick.
哦不，
I do too. But Mira's in King's Landing and...
Can't she come home? I don't want her to die too.
Ryan, she's perfectly safe, I promise you.
I don't want Garrett to die either. Maester Ortengrin said he got sent to the wall. I'll miss Garrett. He was nice.
也很聪明。
He'll be fine. Garrett is smart.
哦，蓝瘦。
No one will tell me what Garrett did, but it must have been serious. I heard Duncan and Sir Royland talking. They said someone will come here looking for revenge.
Everyone's worried about you, but I'm not. I know you'll protect us.
Who said they're worried about me?
Well, Sir Royland for one. He says you can't fight very well.
What?
And
年
he
轻嘛
calls you a milksop.
What？
Sir Royland forgets himself.
这个时候就是要沉
After
默
all,。you are the lord of the house now.
独自思考。
What does milksop mean?
I don't know, but I know it's not good. Ethan, you should let Sir Royland teach you how to wield a sword, like a
男子
man.
汉
He taught Roderick and Asher, and he even showed me how to fight. Properly, I mean.
A
但是就
lord
是
should know how to fight.
但是就是不教我的意思吗？嘿嘿。
Do you remember when we were younger? When we all used to play here? You, me, Roderick, Asher. We'd all be out here for hours.
Yeah. Where was I?
You weren't born yet.
We had so much fun. But then, well, then everything changed. Roderick became so serious, the Lord in training.
就是
He never smiled anymore.
就
And
是
Asher just got
就是会
angry
会长大
at。everything. Promise me you won't be like that. Please, just be you. I like you the way you are. I know a lord has many responsibilities, but you don't need to be like them.
好，
I promise.
我
I
答应你，
won't
我不会
change.
变。
Good, because I'd rather have a brother than a lord.
结果塔利亚
I'll have to have both,
自己
I'm
变了
afraid.
会不会？然后你大18变
But
吧。
since you're the new lord, you can do anything you want.
I suppose.
Everyone will have to do as you say. So I could have all the sweets I want.
If only it were that simple. It would be nice if someone did what I wanted for once.
安慰他好
Ethan
了，
will
你
be
想
a good
吃多少就
lord,
吃多少
a
啊。
proper lord.
As many as you'd like, yes.
Really?
Of course. Why not?
总是要让 Ryan 开心的嘛，对不对？
Lord Ethan,
姐姐
you're
干嘛
needed in the
这
great
么
hall
扫
at
兴？
once. Quickly, on your feet.
哎
What's the matter?
Lord Whitehill has arrived, unannounced and certainly unexpected. He's come demanding justice.
Can't he meet with Duncan? He is the Castellan.
Stay with us. Please, Ethan.
He's demanding an audience with the Lord. We really must go.
It's your decision. You are the lord.
If I were lord, I would command Ethan to stay with his family. Lord Whitehill is a mean old man anyway.
跟他走。
Fine. If that's what's required of me.
Very well then.
毕竟是个命令。你这些小屁孩，不要这么任性好吗 ？Grow up。
They showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Is, was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
我可以应付
I，can handle Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
我可以。
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing of House Bolton.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves. Only cowards and dead
那就
men
两边比较激进跟保守，激进跟保守派。哦，凶巴巴。生气气。What's up?
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother.
What's up?
The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house,
还
but
是
to
礼
his
貌
family
握
it's
下
still a loss.
该有的礼貌还是要有。
My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart myself.
哦，不怀好意。
I've been waiting for this day all my life.
好大的胆
Dare you?
I dare, and I'll do as I damn well please. And no bread and salt. What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much. Bloody
好了，
foresters.
还是拿
Fetch Lord Whitehill some bread and salt.
比较冷静一点的处理，不要
It was an
呛他。
oversight, Lord Whitehill. I promise it won't happen again.
Not likely. You foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
Lord Whitehill, please.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. Had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
你到底要什么啊？说清楚啊！哦，是刚刚那个，他叫我们加出加雷特吧，好像。
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
可你杀他的家
No
人啊！
reason. You murdered his family.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan?
这个
He acted in your name. And you are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here. What have you done with
我
him?
没看到
I
他
haven't。seen him. He was never here.
You little liar. I will find him. By the gods, you better hope I do, because if I don't, I'm holding you responsible. And you'll answer for what he's done.
Blah,
I'm
blah,
not
blah.
leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
女生这个时候出来就有用了。
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
熊屁啊！
It's over when my son says it is.
谢谢您的光
Thank you
临。
for coming, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
你是个懦
You're
夫
a。craven, Lord Whitehill.
哈哈，还是叫了一下，希望表现的还算不错。哇，那个决定都要下得很快哎。
I was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my
谢谢。
son. But
谢谢。
you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once. Your sister can help us.
君临城，我们来到君临城。
Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favor. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons
来到
at
了
bay.
King's Landing
If
啊。
it's presented to her as it should be.
好，看一下有什么。 经过雕刻的铁树。
Ethan made this for me.
哼哼，想念家里。
It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me.
Marjorie 就是之前那
It
个
once belonged to Lady
漂
Elena.
亮的那个公主啊。
Asher sent me this coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos.
读一下。
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city.
应该是玛格丽
I do
跟
wish you and Mother
Joffrey
could come,
要结婚了。
although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
还没写完。蓝色。
Wonders Made by Man, by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
哇，蓝色。
I hope to see them all someday.
没有办法了，没有办法了。
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
蓝色，这个米拉哦，非常的蓝色。
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
有人敲门了。看有没有别的东西。好了好了，来了，是谁？
One moment.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
让他进来。
No, it's fine. Come in.
我人很好。
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
我不太想说。
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Of course, milady. I didn't mean to pry.
有时候不要问太
Please
多啊，
hurry
小
if you
子。
can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
快点啊！
You work for Lady Marjorie?
你话很多哎。
I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
This is not a good timing.
Perhaps you should come back later.
Of course, milady.
甚至还问呢哦，叫你不要问了，还在那边一直问。Marjorie， 正妹。
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss.
哎，好像是他自己，他本人的声音呢。
From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
你真
And
好
your。poor family as well.
You're very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
喂，
She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Huh?
She was very pleased with herself.
她为什么要这样做呢？
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
我会按照你
I'll do
说
as
的
you
话去做。
ask, my lady.
I knew I could trust you. Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
好，她喜欢听啥就讲啥。
See if the Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
哎，我再问一下。干嘛？
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
好哦，了解。所以等一下要看到 Cersei 了吗？
Good luck.
没看到瑟西了 ，Cersei。哦，还有 Tyrion 呢 ，Tyrion 跟 Cersei。
You can do this.
加油！哇，远看真的超像的耶。
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
哇，是他的声音。
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
嗨，下跪下跪。
Your Grace.
嘿嘿，女
The
王
girl
很高
knows
兴
her。courtesies.
我靠，这
Impressive. You may rise.
这声音实在太靠背了。
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl. Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She is.
House Forrester's loyalty to the crown never wavers, Your Grace.
I see. And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
我同意。
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily.
Clearly her loyalty wavers quite a lot.
If she has any loyalty at all. Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
非常愿意。
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who killed my father.
你到底要怎样？
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
是的，陛下。
Yes, Your Grace.
It would be a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
是的。
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
She was just following her heart, Your Grace.
And the very same heart so quickly led her to my son.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not.
压力好大。
Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
would... Let the girl answer the question. Go on.
I would be true to the king, Your Grace.
Well said. I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
真的干嘛？干嘛一直针对
My
我啊？
sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Of course, Your Grace.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
你懂事。
You have my condolences for his loss.
谢谢。
These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased. It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her. I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that? It may be far too dangerous. In fact, forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion, but it's a risk I cannot afford.
I admire your discretion. Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
Thank you for the advice, Lord Tyrion.
Just be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
人很好 ，Tyrion 真的是最懂事的。啊。
Mira, I was worried.
About what?
How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though you're nothing. It's more than a little intimidating.
I'd rather not discuss it, if you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Marjorie has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jamie. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah?
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Red Viper.
I'm told he has a paramour.
你会让我们
Which
陷
I
入麻
doubt is
烦啦，
dormant
哈
for
哈哈。
life.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Marjorie could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him, and he's always treated Lady Marjorie well.
我不想当王
Which is
哦，
more
我不
than
想
you
嫁
can
给
say for his
Joffrey，
mother.
太恐怖
I'd
了。
be willing to marry, but not Joffrey.
Well, I would marry him. Imagine the power you would have as queen
你
of the
每天
Seven
晚上，
Kingdoms.
每天晚上都会被虐待
I
欸，
might even
都
allow
会
you
被
to be
格
my
雷。
handmaiden. Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match! Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing?
Oh.
Well?
先说对不起。
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move.
聪明
Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes.
真的。
There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
当然啦。
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly.
嘿嘿。
You were
超会
brave
讲
agreeing to obey the Boltons. That cannot have been easy. I know you must fear what Lord Bolton might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important.
请他帮忙。
I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
好。
Go on. Ask.
你可以阻止波顿家族吗？
I received a letter from my family. I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
希望你能明白
My mother
啊。
feels it is urgent, my lady. She's unfamiliar with King's Landing and its politics. I hope you can understand that.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
也不知道到底会怎么样。哦，又回到了国王大道，我们现在要往北边去。哎，别跑！哎，靠你，要靠你！哎
Seven hells.
是喝醉酒吗？啊，扒皮族一定是波顿家。
Let's play a little game.
哎 ，Ramsey， 好恶哦。
Did you know my ancestors wore the skins of their enemies as a coat? Not my best work, unfortunately. I suppose I have fallen out of practice. But he didn't make it easy. What with all that bloody noise?
Like a drowning cat.
I
thought he'd never stop.
要他们转过来看的时候，赶
As
快
my father
站
likes
起
to
来。
say, a naked man holds few secrets, but the flayed man holds none.
Pity he didn't know your father is the Warden of the North.
He does now. How much further is it to these foresters?
A day, my lord.
糟糕，时间越来越少啊。
What was that?
My lord?
Shh! Listen. There.
Oh.
Hear that? I know I heard something.
静止不动，跑了就死了。
Never mind. We've wasted enough time already.
No. 你还好吧？感觉他的真命应该很惨。哎呦呀！
Bloody hell!
整个被扒得乱七八糟了。眼睛瞪超大。
Lord Ethan, as I was saying, you are young. And there are those within these walls who are uncertain of your leadership. But 300 generations of Forester Lords stand behind you.
300代，这么久。
Lord Gerhard the Tall, who founded our house, and your grandfather, Lord Thorin the Bold, who seized back the river valley from the White Hills.
What did they call my father?
Lord Gregor the Good.
好人。你发卡。
He was fair and wise.
那他们会把我称为什么呢？
And what will they call me?
That is for you to define as the new Lord. These were your father's people to lead and protect, and now they're yours. But your father did not bear this responsibility alone. He and every Forester Lord before him chose one man whom they trusted above all others.
那我要选择谁呢？
Forester traditions demand that a new Lord Sentinel must be chosen.
Keep walking, you craven son of a whore. Move.
总不会选他那么凶。
Summon the Lord. We need his judgment.
要干嘛呢？
I've done nothing wrong. I was only trying to survive.
Lord Ethan,
你为什么要踢他？
Why did you kick this man?
This craven is a deserter and a thief.
This house is doomed! We all fucking know it!
Quiet, thief. Eric was supposed to be guarding our weapons, but instead we caught him stealing them.
2 shields and 3 spears.
你为什么要这样做？
Why did you do it?
Because I've no wish to die. Yes, my lord. I fled. We should all flee. It's not stealing if you're taking what's yours by right.
He speaks true.
I've a family to feed, and not 2 coins to rub together since Lord Gregor left us to rot here. Where's our pay? Our share of bread and wine grows smaller every day.
Leave the poor man alone!
民心，民心。
Lord Ethan, I know these words are hard, but they're honest. This house is falling. We'll never survive the coming winter.
我们要团结一起才可以活下去啊！
We are in this together.
You say that, but it won't be you who's starving come winter.
哎呦
You'll address him as Lord. Lord Ethan, you must decide the punishment. Lord Gregor always took a thief's fingers. 3 of them.
Now may not be the time for harsh punishment. The men are on edge as it is.
The men need to know they cannot do whatever the fuck they please. Their lord will not permit it.
You can send him to the war.
Show him mercy, my lord. He stole from us.
哇，乡民，乡民，我们要展现我们的慈悲。我觉得我们还是要展现一下我们的慈悲。
If you punish me, you'll be punishing an innocent man. It will be an injustice, my lord. Please, my lord.
饶了他。
My family depends on me.
Our house tends to its people. See, this man is paid and his family is fed.
Lord Ethan, you are truly a merciful and noble lord.
My lord, this man is a criminal. A brazen thief.
我是一名仁慈的大人。
And I am the Lord. I choose to show mercy. Mercy shows greater strength.
Strength shows strength, my lord.
My lord, we must speak about our gold reserves. Soon.
My lord, I thank you for the mercy you've shown me. I will never forget my debt to you and to this house.
哼，你看吧。
That was certainly unpleasant, but a lord must mete out punishment when it's due.
Not just yourself, of course.
这只是我的职责。
It's a lord's duty, so I did it.
You heard what the thief said. I expect this sort of thing will happen again. But a sentinel can help you in the face of disloyalty. You need someone you can trust by your side. Someone you can rely on, no matter the circumstance. Possessing wisdom and experience.
好，我选择你。
And I'm sure you think you'd be the perfect choice.
Me? Oh, gods no. I can't get involved. I am a maester.
明明就很小。
At the Citadel, I swore an oath to serve as such. There are 2 capable men for the role. They both want the job, but neither thinks very highly of the other.
How do I decide between them?
Talk to them. Solicit the opinion of people close to you. Here. The bracer of the Sentinel. The badge of office. Tonight is your first small council meeting. It would be wise to bestow this bracer upon your chosen sentinel then, to show that you are decisive and in control of this house. Your sentinel will wear this for all to
我
see.
会做出正确的决定。
I'll make the right choice as sentinel.
Come speak with me when you're ready to convene the small council, my lord.
想要吼，想要吼，要给谁呢？你们觉得要给谁呢？我可以去跟他，可以跟这些人讲话吗？ 聊个天。
Yes, my lord.
I have much to consider and face a difficult decision.
Perhaps I can help. Your father often sought my counsel.
As Lord, I must name a sentinel.
Of course. And if I may ask, who do you favor for the role? Perhaps I can share my insight. And talking can sometimes help you make a decision.
还不确定。
I haven't decided yet.
Well, you must soon, my lord. This is not a matter to be taken lightly.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate your advice.
I'm at your service, my lord.
我蛮好奇，就是那个他会这个会怎么讲，因为现在
You can lift them, yeah?
现在当然普遍都是认为不要给他，但是我还蛮想要听听他罗伊兰德爵士怎么说。
Sword up! Swing left! Parry! Wrong! I didn't know dogs could hold swords.
A word?
Of course, my lord.
I have many decisions to make, and I wanted your advice. I need to name a sentinel.
Ah, you do. And it's good you came to me. I know this house, and everyone here knows me. They know I can hold the reins, or wield the sword in equal measure. I'm the man you need. And might I remind you, it was Duncan Tuttle who sent Garrett to the wall. He undermined your authority, and made you look weak to the Whitehills. I would never do that to you. And if you pardon me saying so, I think your father would be proud. Seeing you make good choices as a young lord.
Duncan Tuttle is a good man.
Aye, a fine man. Wise even. But he has no business being sentinel. He likes to talk. But now's the time for action. So, when will you declare your decision, my lord?
Tonight, at the small council meeting.
Very good. I trust your judgment, my lord.
可以直接交给他。我们还是在会议里面再给好了。
Maester?
Yes, Lord Ethan. Are you prepared to name your sentinel?
你怎么看？
What is it you're doing over here?
Admiring the ironwood, my lord. I studied it at the Citadel. The wood may be black, but I see gold. An entire forest of gold.
What do you mean?
It is our greatest asset, my lord. Why not give some of our ironwood to House Bolton and have them leave us be? We could ransom ourselves. You can hardly put a price on your own life, or the lives of those you love.
这是个合理的计划。
A sensible plan, Maester. It may come to that.
I'm glad to hear your mind is open to possibility.
所以我们就要开会喽。
Come on, you dogs. You'll not be fighting here forever.
咦，所以是要这边的时候就要给了吗？好吧，似乎是要这个时候给了。我是比较相信那个舅舅啊，因为舅舅比较好讲话，那个护卫感觉就是会很凶，你知道吗？会做不是我想要做的事，给他好了。
Duncan, I've decided to name you as my sentinel. Congratulations.
Why, thank you, my lord. I'm honored. But are you sure?
Yes.
Yes, of course. I'm convinced you're the man for the job.
Then I accept. But first, you must summon the small council, my lord, to make it official.
Right. I'll tell Maester Ortengrin to do it at once.
好，所以呢，还在那边叫，所以我现在是，我看一下，
Our provisions are rather low, my lord. I made the count again, just to be sure. But it doesn't look good.
How bad is it? How long could we hold the house?
We couldn't withstand a siege, my lord. If the Boltons or the White Hills cut us off and wait us out, we'd only last a fortnight. But there are steps we can take. In the past, we've demanded food from the small folk to replenish our stores. We can do it again, if you'd like. We've done it before in desperate times. The last long winter, my family had to give all our pigs to the house.
That's what's necessary to keep the house safe. Then we must.
Aye, a hard choice, but it's what has to be done. I'll see to the arrangements, my lord.
好的，来看一下。
That's right. That means now.
可以去开会了吗？
My lord, are you now ready to name your sentinel?
Yes, Maester. I'm ready.
Very well. I will convene the small council at once.
我来开会了。
You may sit.
I believe Lord Ethan has reached his decision.
Before I name my sentinel, I must tell you.
你们两个都是人才。
Duncan, Royland, this house needs you both.
But you can only choose one, my lord.
Let him be on with it.
Many thought either of you would make a fine sentinel, but I have made my decision.
诶，好，好，可以给他吗？会是你，还是你呢？他们应该紧张的要命，想说，诶，好了，给舅舅，给舅舅，给舅舅，不要浪费时间。
Duncan Tuttle, you will be my sentinel.
Tuttle, this is reckless.
Lord Ethan has made his choice.
不给
I
你
will
在那边
not
叫。
disappoint you, my lord.
Now, sentinel, what do you have to report of Ramsay Snow?
Our scout says only a day's ride from here, with no time to waste.
Who knows what he's capable of? We need to prepare for the worst.
不要惊慌。
There's no need to panic. We can devise a plan to deal with him.
The Boltons need our people to harvest the ironwood. Even the bastard Ramsay must understand that.
He's not coming here to negotiate. We must answer with the sword.
That's bloody suicide. You gamble with the lives of everyone within these walls. Ignore Sir Royland. You named me Sentinel. I knew this would happen. He cannot be trusted.
This is the bloody small council. Lord
That's all
Ethan
up.
deserves to hear from all of us.
Enough! Would my father have stood for this kind of bickering? Neither will I.
这是小孩子在那边哦。
Sir Royland is clearly able and ready to take up arms, but the rest of our soldiers are not. We need to take a cunning approach. Diplomacy can be a sharper instrument than a sword.
The Bolton sigil is a flayed man. Force is the only thing they understand.
Gentlemen, please. Thank the gods Mira has asked Lady Marjorie for her help. It's not too late for the Crown to intervene on our behalf, but we must have a plan if Mira's efforts are not successful. I trust Mira's judgment. I don't doubt she did everything within her power to help us.
你有什么
Mother,
建议呢？
what do you recommend we do?
We must give him whatever he wants and be done with it. It's too dangerous to do otherwise.
Why not make an offering for peace, my lord?
Yeah, the wisdom of the Citadel.
We can give the Boltons ironwood in exchange for their protection.
You must be mad. It's pure folly to just give away the only currency we have to bargain with.
Enough!
Enough. 我 们将用什么呢？这个没有时间限制，有3方。来，观众，你们做决定的时候到了。好，目前外交不多，我们就选择外交吧。
My new sentinel favors a certain approach, and I agree. I shall use diplomacy with Lord Snow. I would be foolish to pick a fight without negotiating first. I'll offer our allegiance and try to reach a reasonable agreement.
If you aren't ready for a fight, you're bound to lose when one breaks out.
所以你就去准备
Ethan
啊
has made his opinion known, and you
一
will
直要
respect
打
his decision.
啊！你不没有准备好是你的责任呢，又
Forgive
不
us,
是
my
我
lord. We are, of course, here to serve you, as we served your father.
Aye.
Well then, let's decide how we shall set the stage for Ramsay's arrival. Invite him into this hall and meet him face to face, lord to lord.
Ramsay Snow is no lord. That's absurd. You meet him at the gate with as much force as we can muster. Make him wait. Let him gaze upon Ironrath. And when he enters, he'll know it's only because you allowed it.
Lord Ethan?
好，我们还是要展现一下我们的霸气。对，这个说没错，我们没有要跟他开战，只是说至少要让人家知道说我们有一点，我们不要马上让他们进来。
I will meet him at the gate.
Very good, my lord. I shall prepare the men.
Men? We hardly have any. It's a foolish plan.
How many years have I served this house? I cannot listen to that bloody idiot anymore. Forgive me, my lord, but you are not ready to be lord of this house. You're likely to get us all killed.
坐下。
Sit down at once.
你给我坐下来，冷静一点好吗？
Apologies, my son. But now that it is settled, we know what we must do. You will meet Ramsay Snow at the gate, and we will not offer our ironwood.
And don't worry, Lord Ethan. I will stand beside you, where your sentinel belongs.
Then perhaps we should adjourn. We have to prepare the house.
好了，已经整理好了。是的，根本就是不做你想要做的事情，就在那边骂。
You have named your sentinel, but you still seem conflicted. And no matter what, you can't be indecisive. Not if you want to help this house.
干嘛？
Forgive me.
别人都要照
There
自己
will
的意
always
思
be
做。
those who question your leadership, which is why you need allies you can rely on. Family.
Family.
Mira has done everything she can in King's Landing, but there are others who can help us. What about your brother, Asher?
You want to bring him back?
He's a skilled fighter. But what's more, he has the will to fight. A hunger for it. He always protected you and your sister. And we need all the help we can get.
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
Do you remember the miller's boy? How he tormented you? I wanted to intervene, but your father said Ethan must fight his own battles. But when Asher saw it, he didn't take a breath. He grabbed the miller's boy by the neck. That was his first instinct. Asher knocked out half the poor boy's teeth. Of course, your father was furious, but you were in danger and there was nothing else Asher needed to know. Asher does not hesitate. He acts, and we need that. You have many fine qualities, but you do not have that anger inside you.
I'm not like that, but I don't need to be, do I?
No, but you need someone who is standing beside you. I'm trying to do what's best for this family, what this family needs. Ethan, let me send Malcolm to Essos.
吧，去吧，妈妈的话，听妈妈的
Malcolm
话。
will go to Essos and bring Asher back.
听妈妈的
Thank you, Ethan. I'm glad you will let me do this. Know that you never stand alone. You are a Forester. Mira stands with us, and she may be able to help us yet.
政治人物好难当啊。这游戏一张还蛮久的耶，比我想象中还要玩的还要再久一些。神秘的钥匙，拿走，嘿嘿。捡起，拿走封印。嘿，我的口袋很多地方可以放。
Marjorie? Oh. Lady Marjorie is still with the king. I thought you'd want to know. Thank you. Mira, look. The other day when you asked Lady Marjorie for help, I only spoke out of fear for her. I want to help you if there's anything I can do. Your poor family. I can't imagine how you must feel.
谢谢。
You're sweet to offer, Sarah. Thank you. Lady Marjorie is always saying how important friends and allies are in King's Landing. Just know, I will be here for you if you ever... My lady, I'll leave you to talk.
一切还好吗？
Are you all right, my lady?
不太妙。
The king was not inclined to offer help for your family. I'll need this mended.
Gods.
He said I was too easily swayed. And he reminded me that I am not yet his wife. I allayed his fear. For now. But it will be a long time before I can ask him for anything again. Nothing I said could cheer him.
对不起。
I'm so sorry, my lady. I should never have asked you for the king's help.
哎，赞赏哦。
Please don't hold it against me. Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath.
This is simply not how things are done, Mira. Not in King's Landing.
I'm sorry, my lady.
Soon I will be queen, and maybe then I'll be in a better position to help you. But for now, we must both be cautious.
I must send a raven. I have to warn my family. If you'll excuse me, my lady.
危险呐！
Milady.
Oh.
Begging your pardon, milady. I hope I didn't frighten you.
How long have you been waiting there?
Not long. I was just passing by when I saw you emerge from Lady Marjorie's room.
你一般的人物。
I just want you to know, I can help you if you'd like. And your family, if you're willing to trust me. I hear all sorts of things. Things that could be useful for you.
How can you help me? My problems can't be solved by what you might overhear.
Which is why you must trust me, milady. You need allies.
I'm sorry. I really must go.
Please don't despair. I know people who... People who'd be willing to help you.
谁来了？是否该相信那个孩子呢？所以 Ramsay 要不要来吗？
The man values pride more than honor.
不见了。
And without King's Landing, I know you'd hoped Mira could help us, but I'm confident we've enough strength of our own. Your men stand ready to act if needed.
Our plan is a good one. It will work so long as everyone does their part.
Bolton men approaching, my lord!
Let's do this.
Something wrong with your gate?
没有怎样啊。
Well, aren't you the little lord? No wonder you can't open the gate. Shall we help you?
靠背啊。
Now let me in. This is a lovely pile of timber, isn't it?
You're welcome inside, but your men are not.
Did you hear that, men? The lord of the house says, fuck off. I think he's afraid of you. Wait here. For now.
怕屁啊！跟就好了。
A token for the new warden of the north.
Let me guess. Forrester Ironwood.
Carved by our most skilled craftsman.
Ironwood. Doesn't look like much. Don't know what's so special about it.
What do you think?
Not bad. Lord Whitehill, can your lot do this?
Given enough time, we could learn.
Given enough time, you could do a great many things. But not this, apparently.
哎呦，不错哦，他喜欢我们的礼物。
Quite the army you have, Lord Forrester. Very impressive.
然后他来评估我们的战力啊。好险我们没有真的跟他开打，他们真的是完蛋了。
Look at that. More Forresters.
Lord Ramsay?
Come out where I can see you.
干什么？
We really must focus on the business at hand.
你想要什么？
What is it you want, Lord Ramsay?
What do I want? Everything. Nothing. We'll see. First, let's see you bend the knee to my father, Lord Bolton, Warden of the North. Words are wind. Anyone can say they're loyal.
I only kneel to the king.
Is not the Warden also deserving of your respect? But then, I am not my father. Perhaps that is what you meant to say.
You see? He's a fucking traitor, just like his father and brother.
Here's the thing. I don't care about your loyalty. The Crown, however, wants what you've got. Whatever you've been supplying the Starks for centuries. Ships, shields, chamber pots. I expect you'll do the same for us. My father has promised as much to the king. You wouldn't want to make him a liar, would you? That wouldn't reflect well on me.
我们将会加倍努力啊。
We will double our efforts for your father, my lord.
That's a good little lord.
You can't trust her, Forrester. They murdered our men.
It was a Forrester squire who did it. One Whitehill soldier dead. One Bolton.
他骗你哦。
Lord Whitehill is a liar. That's not how it happened.
Lad? A liar? He's a Whitehill. You had me stand out in the wind and muck so you could show off your pathetic little army. That sort of insolence from one of our loyal bannermen will not do. So I've come up with a solution that will benefit everyone. The Whitehills will be taking control of your Ironwood from this day forward.
What?
What? The Ironwood? But...
That is our livelihood.
Then you'd better well find another fucking job.
You can't do that.
Why not? You know something the Whitehills don't? We are talking about trees. You grow them, you cut them down.
The Foresters have been tending Ironwood for thousands of years. The Whitehills had Ironwood, once, but now those hills are bare. Do you want Ironwood for the next 5 years, or the next 50 generations?
The little lord does have a point. We'll try this. Lord Whitehill will take half of your Ironwood, and we'll see who fares better.
But my lord...
Half of something is better than the nothing you had before. To ensure there's no trouble, Lord Whitehill will install a garrison of 20 men within your walls.
At Ironrath? That we cannot abide. Ethan.
They'll help maintain the king's peace. And make sure there's no more trouble.
This will cause more trouble, not less.
Not for me. You have a man you trust?
My son, Griff.
Griff will lead the garrison.
You have no right. Whitehills have no place here.
Lads, do make this visit worthwhile.
Please, Duncan, don't.
Look at this, little Forester. You're not frightened, are you?
Lord Ramsay, please.
And you? Are you Lord Ethan's older sister?
I'm his twin, my lord.
Oh, twins. Well, like the Queen and her brother. Well, hopefully not just like the Queen and her brother. I never had a sister. Always wanted.
Enough!
Enough, Lord Snow.
I have an idea. You'll come with me. You can be my highborn ward.
Lord Ramsay, that's enough.
Do you like hunting?
Let her go.
She's quite pretty, your sister. We'd get along well.
You've gone too far, Lord Ramsay. I demand you let her go.
I suppose you can stay. Aren't you the brave lord?
是啊。
But I don't want the brave lord.
Shit.
Far too much trouble.
Ethan! Ethan!
No! I knew you'd bend the knee eventually. I think we've come to an understanding. I certainly feel better about
Game of Thrones.
What have you done? However, the Foresters need to keep their end of the bargain. Take the boy as your ward. Kill him if they give you any trouble.
Brian!
Lovely meeting all of you. We'll have to do it again sometime.
Somebody help him!
Fetch the maester quickly!
You brought this on yourself.
Mama!
Stop!
Don't let him take me!
Let it go!
Stop them! Help me! Ryan,
Stop it!
Bring them to Ryan! Do something!
Ethan? My son.
第一章就这样结束。
Ethan sacrificed himself for us all. He saved Talia's life. He'll be remembered as Ethan the Brave.
This house needs a leader.
Lord Ethan named me Sentinel. I will lead this house.
My sister asked you to swear loyalty to her son, and you did it without flinching.
We can't let them hurt Ryan too. We have to stop them.
We do not stand alone. There are those who will fight for us. Those who hold House Forrester above all other loyalties.
Jon Snow.
Those who will not stop until Ethan is avenged. Until Ryan is home again. Our house will not fall. We will be ready.
Nothing comes without a cost, my lady. Are you prepared for what might happen?
好的，第一章就这样子结束了。我们来看一下我们最后的结果哈。我们很多人都丢下了他。我跟62.8%是效忠国王，蛮多的决定都是这样子的。48人放了艾利克，对，69%选择蛮多人都选择他的。我跟几乎一半的这边，好了，那以上呢就是这一次这冰与火之歌权力游戏的PS4 游戏第一章。好了，那感谢各位这次的收看咯。那之后这个游戏的画面呢会再上传到 YouTube 频道上，对，稍微去把前面跟后面给剪掉，对，因为中间这其实都还蛮丰富的对话内容的。那如果你喜欢这次的影片呢，那记得要给这影片给之后的影片一个赞吧，然后订阅部长影像研究室的 YouTube 频道。希望呢这次各位能够喜欢这次的内容。那之后呢还有4个章节，那这个是第一章的部分结束了。好了，那感谢各位的收看，那我们就下一次的直播再见喽。好了，晚安，拜拜。